Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality. Oh man, that's not what I want to happen. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do, welcome, welcome, welcome. What I think we're gonna do, okay, is what we did to deserve this beautiful new karma. It's a whole new me. It's a whole new me. See what the shower can do? That's shit to do today. I decided not to come back in my PJs. And then like I'm in the shower and I'm like, Jesus. Like that read was phenomenal, right? And the conversation we had before that read was quite the read. Talking about masturbation and Jesus. Anyway, get what you get when you're on my channel, right? You get what you get. So, which no one should be arguing right now. So, there's that. Oh, and I did the continuation. Okay, I was very productive. I did the continuation. It was like a 30-minute video. It's uploading right now, and that's available for you. I should probably talk about it. I did a short little clip on it though. Okay, so basically, if you can relate to the karma, if you can relate to a wish coming true, which is today, so I did. It was like a 3-part thing. So it was, but it's all meshed together. So a wish upon a star. The Taurus repaid, karma repaid in full. The spiritual initiation. And I also think it's linked to the Cancer spiritual victory. So, okay, you want to go in that direction. So, if you can relate to those 4, okay. I also feel like you don't just have to be a Taurus, because a Taurus, the Queen of Pentacles came out again in the video. You can be any zodiac. I think it's speaking of Cancer because it's the Chariot, it's moving forward, it's the house, the home. The Taurus, I think it's really touching base on Taurus because it's your Venus. Venus is all about love, beauty, finances, purpose, right? So it can be anyone, and this is your Venus and it's going down. Okay, so that's beautiful. If you see a decline in your life right now, I hope you pick up on some stuff so you get out of the decline, so this picks up. Within that video, I did look into the purpose of why this is going down. I did a continuation from last week of the spiritual initiation. This type of continuation, here goes my back again. I am going to do for a few more weeks because it is very nice to be guided through this energy, because I think everyone's like, oh, wish is coming and this is fantastic. Of course. But it's not all rainbows and milkshakes, right? There's a process. And there's a process for the masculine, there's a process for the feminine. It's a process. And within the continuation I did today, we didn't really touch base on the other one coming in or coming through, or however that's going to go down for you. But within the continuation story that's now coming more of like direction, they come into that story. Okay, so weekly, before I just go in and do a continuation, I'm going to do a read like this or on a read in general. And when I feel like I'm going to be pulled to do a continuation of that story because it's all meshed, then I will do a continuation from the current circumstances, the current read that's on my board. Okay. I am going to send them all to you like in a series. Okay, so basically it started last week, the one for $10. I will attach that one to this one. So watch the first one. If you didn't happen to catch the first one, I think in my video I said pay $5, right? Because it's only fair because everyone else paid $10 last week. So pay an extra $5, so it'd be $15 for you to catch up on the series. It's only 2 of them, but I just know it's going to be something, right? And everyone needs a little bit of guidance. So, and it's slower than you think. It's quicker than you think, but it's not as quick as a process as you think, right? So it's nice to have me, spirit, to guide you and direct you. There is a time where I know the energy is gonna shift and you're gonna be on your own. I'm not gonna be doing this for a while when it comes to the continuations. Okay, so that was beautiful. That is available now. When I get off with you guys after this read, I'll start sending them out. Again, do not hesitate to reach out and be like, Court, I didn't get it. Don't wait a week and say, Court, I didn't get it. Okay, there's some of you that do that. You wait days. I didn't get it. Don't do that. This is my job. Okay? I do have one private video that has not been sent out yet because the email keeps coming back at me. So if you're still, and I'm all caught up, believe it or not. So if you haven't received it yet, I don't want to call out names, so email me, hit me up. Okay. I did try to touch base on the purpose, but that's for you guys within that video, because there's multiple things going on in your life, right? It's not just one aspect of your life. Why does this not want to shuffle? Are you ready? Karma week. What I'd like to get is funny justice. What I'd like to get from this read is kind of like from the previous read. Like everyone's like, oh, you get this, you get that, or why does this person go here and then there's envy, there's jealousy, there's all these different things. Well, I'm sure I want to touch base on this group of karma that can relate to a wish coming true. If your life is not declining, this is your wish coming true. If your life is declining, you still have a chance to jump portals. Okay, so let's see what we get. Good morning. A Turkish delight. A Turkish delight. Reminds me of Narnia. You know what I was doing last night? Oh, like, I love you too. You know what I was doing? Good morning, baby. You know what I was doing last night? I was watching street food being prepared in Korea. And then like a Korean lunch for like $200. Yeah, don't ask why I watch this stuff. It's interesting to me. And then Japanese street food. Oh, I was like, what are you doing, Court? Like, but it was like, mine's over matter. I'm being like so disciplined, right? So like, I was watching all those videos and I wasn't even craving anything. And then my daughter came in and was like, I'm making a pretty Sunday. And I was like, no, I don't want one. Like, if anything right now, I want one. But I didn't need anything. I did really good. But I legitimately watched street food being prepped for like 2 hours last night. That's what I did with my day last night. For realsies, I did. Okay. So the Queen of Michael came out. Oh, I'm sorry. Queen of Swords came out with the 10 of Pence. You know exactly what to do in your situation. So basically, this is It's not giving me why. You already know why and what you deserve. You had to have gone through turmoil in the last cycle or cycles, right? You pushed through, you kept your faith, you believe. I know some of you might be losing your faith in something because that song came through. I can really use a wish right now. But it's here. It's coming into fruition, and it's not an overnight thing. It takes time and progress, but you're going to see it. You're going to feel it. Your life will be flowing. It will be active. It won't be poor me. Okay. So you basically, it's saying you know exactly what to do. This experience that's going down in your life right now, it's going to benefit you. Okay. And I will tell you, this speaks of it's time for your career other than relationships. I know some people don't want to hear that, but like I said, it's all coming together. You're gonna have to multitask. So even if you have the love of your life, or the love of your life's coming in, however it goes down for you, you still have to balance work, because you're in a purpose. You're on a purpose. Your purpose is not universe's eyes, spirit's eyes, ever about a union between two people so they can make love and love each other and adore each other. And it's not like that. You get that? That's a bonus. But that's not, that would never be anyone's purpose. Okay. And then you got the 10 of Ariel. So there's so much to be grateful for. You're gonna have financial success. It's the promise of a probably even an early retirement, and it's a rich, rewarding family life. This is what's going down. This is what a group of you deserve. People say all the time, like, everyone deserves this and everyone deserves that. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not if you're a pain in the ass in a wine bag. Why? If you can't even appreciate yourself, your self-respect, what you have in life already, why would you deserve something like this? Because you would just take it for granted. You would unappreciate the gift that you got. So why would they give it to you? You know what I mean? So I'm assuming everyone of my followers deserve this because you've done a lot of hard work, right? So I don't see otherwise why you'd be on my page, because I'm not used for. You might want to use me as a spying tool, but once you find out that I'm not that tool, you wouldn't be on my page. You know what I mean? So I think you all deserve it. So look at it like that. Look at this weird curl in my hair. Strange, right? I actually forgot to put in something else so it doesn't get frizzy. So I think everyone deserves this. And you know exactly, you're going to know exactly what to do. Don't fight it. Enjoy it. Don't put your guard up. In the continuation, there was a little bit of you contemplating, okay? I will give you that. You did have a card out. Hold on. You did have a card out. One of your first cards out was the Seven of Swords. But that Seven of Swords was, again, you know exactly what to do. So if things don't come into fruition or work out the way you want them to, you only let fear stop you. You only let yourself get in the way. This is destiny. This is purpose. This is not the time to contemplate your purpose. You probably will, but I mean, that story is within that story. Okay, I can't give it away. Give it away now. Under the bridge. Red Hot Chili Peppers. But the Queen of Swords right here. So don't take anything for granted. somebody comes back into your life, or you're with someone already, and they want to work it out. They want to. It's the only way stuff like this will work. Okay? But I'm assuming you would do that anyway. I would hope that you would do that because you've been through a lot, right? So now it's time for you to create. You're manifesting everything into your life right now, believe it or not. Okay? And it's like stuff will just magically appear. Success is beginning now. This 10 of Pentacles is like leaving a legacy, too. Someone's definitely going to be traveling because I see France in the background. They're sitting outside of a cafe. You might love yellow roses. There's a dove here. There's something very pure about the energy that you radiate, you know. Your lines, your chakras are activated. There's rainbows, which reminds me of a wish with the magician here. You deserve whatever comes your way, no matter what hardship you may seem to find through the process. Because a year from now, I'm telling you, like, some people won't even recognize you. Like, you'll be, not in a bad way. It's just because there's certain things in your life you X out to get to who you are. So, like, some of my friends that I haven't talked to in a long time, friends will still always be friends. But I don't know where I'd be from a year from now. Say I am who I just always know who I was going to be, right? Not knowing who I was going to be, but being known publicly, and not just YouTube. It's just stuff you know, right? Or it could have been a whole past life. It doesn't matter, regardless. Like, say I haven't talked, I love everyone. So someone I haven't talked to in 5 years can be like, holy shit, who is this person?
Can you up to take me? Because I thought you were going to get in the shower.
No, I already took a shower.
Yeah, well, I can see that now. You smell really good. Did you use something different?
I smell really good.
Just like,
Just probably the new shampoo.
like an old familiar smell.
An
We used
old
to have that shampoo.
familiar smell. No, it's new shampoo. We haven't had this one yet. But it's an old familiar smell.
No, I've smelled it before. I think Ava used to use it. I don't know. Because I used to see the kangaroo in her bathroom shower and I'd be like, wow, that's like cool shampoo. It has kangaroo on it.
Because the hair product I put in
It smells like really
was like a
familiar.
hair conditioner, but I didn't put the other one, and I wanted to not like the smell of this one. It's heavy. It's weighing me down. But
I don't know how I remember
I got
that
a lot
Ava
of
had it,
hair,
but I
though.
just do. Because it was like in a purple bottle and I just never seen anything like it before. That was obviously a couple years ago. 9 years ago.
I just love the way she said an old familiar smell. So something familiar is coming back around. I just felt so like connected to the mob right there. So anywho, it's that whole thing of like someone I haven't hung out with in 5 years would be like, holy shit. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Because in the years that I've gone through this transition, I have separated myself from certain people, and I do love them. It's just I was finding myself, and there was only a couple people in my life that I expressed and talked to about my experiences, right? So somebody looking at you would be like, whoa, that's the type of karma that's coming. But it's a beautiful whoa. And I really, the past life did come up in the continuation. And it's the way Alana said that to me. It's a very old, familiar smell that I used to smell. So it could be a perfume. I don't know what it is, but it's something like that, where you see how something like that triggers memories. And with the magician here, and just there's something with that whole aspect of things too. So just have confidence in yourself that you're going to make the right decisions. Don't make them because of money. factors, because to me, the Queen of Michael would not have the Ten of Pence right now. You might be completely stable, right? But this is a legacy. This is something that's going to take time. Now, if the Queen of Pence came out of the Empress, that would probably be speaking of something you already have materially in a bank account. So this, I'm telling you, some of you just leaving legacies. I mean, you could write a book. You could get into poetry. I mean, it can come in so many ways. So many people think you have to have this in order to become this, and it is false. You know, you could all of a sudden be taking a vacation with the last of your pennies, and next thing you know, you're outside of a cafe somewhere you really wanted to go, but that's exactly where you were supposed to be to put you on your purpose. Next thing you know, you're known around the world for doing what it is you're doing, or for that one book or that piece of literature. I'm telling you, it's something. It really can be something just like that. I did academics and teaching, that type of stuff did come up in the read for the continuation. Because wishes that come true take time. Like, everything's aligned and ready to go. 6 months from now, a year from now, you won't be the same person. And that is a beautiful thing. Like, you'll be the same person. You won't be in the same circumstances, this whatever circumstance you're in this year, which could be a phenomenal circumstance. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, you would see growth. You'd see the revolution. You would see the change. You would be part of the change. And here comes peace. Okay? So, release the past. There's a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Alright, so Queen of Swords, Ten of Pence, the Magician, peace. You had to have come to terms with things. It is with the Magician here, whatever comes at you. I mean, I'm gonna clarify, but it's more whatever comes at you. It's up to you on how and what you want to create with what you're working with currently. And it might not be much, or it might be a whole bunch, right? It's something like that, but like, you're coming to peace. You know, if your wish was money, it's coming. But you would have had to have wished for money in a very practical, loving way. Not just like, I wish for $1 million. I wish to win the lottery. It wouldn't be like that. It would be one of those things without worries, and I want, you know what I mean? And it would have been something beautiful with reasoning behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it doesn't just happen like that. Like, if you could just make a wish and you wish this, I'm telling you, you'd run through those millions like you wouldn't believe. You'd be one of those millionaires that just don't know how to work with money, and you'd be like, 2 years later, 5 years later, be like, how did that happen? Well, that was one of your lessons that you had a chance to learn, but you didn't in the process, right? This type of lesson comes with, this type of reward comes with hard work. Seeing the beauty in more than just money, because money's practical. We need it these days, right? But this is like soul work. Okay. So I know some people with the Magician, it's great, but then they just assume they have to create something. To me, it's already what you have going on in your life. It's just a matter of how you want to pursue, how you want it to play a role in your life. Say someone comes back that hasn't been around in a while, how will you react to that? How will you communicate with that person? How will you move forward if you choose to? You know, it's something like that. It doesn't have to be this massive creation or project or situation. It really doesn't. You know what I mean? I gotta get creative. That type of energy can stress someone out. I used to get stressed out when the magician would come out, because it'd be like, fuck, I'm trying. It's like, I'm really gonna stop breaking these cards down for you, so you understand. You sometimes in some situations you do have to create a new situation, and other times it's already your current situation, and looking at the beauty in your current situation. Okay, because that's where you find the peace. That's when your life takes a different direction. So now that we got the first row covered, let's get to the next row. To me, this is saying you're ready to create. You're ready to leave a legacy. You're ready. You're mentally focused to create something with what you already have in your life. It doesn't have to be new. And this is why you have wishes and all these things, because you deserve what's next. Okay. So that's beautiful. You're independent, you're self-reliant, you know. You look at the things in life very in a practical way, a beautiful practical way. I don't know if someone has something with stingrays, because I certainly think that's an angel, but it also looks like stingray. Oh, look at that. New beginnings under the Queen. Okay, so like I said, starting a new life. Finding your purpose. So you're on your path of your purpose, but you still have to come into it. And it could be, like I said, as simple as whatever you already have in front of you. It's how you take what you have and make a new life with it. Stop worrying about, I need to manifest this, I need to manifest that. Not in this situation. You already have what you need. Okay? So, this also comes with forgiving. It could be forgiving yourself, forgiving other people, having compassion when necessary. Okay? So some of you are really reviewing the past, or I think the past is coming at you, which makes sense because it's probably a past person and a work situation. Six of Michael. All right, this is that lessons. This is everything I was talking about. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sign of relief and make new plans. There's also relocation and travel here, okay? But this is exactly what I was talking about with your past. It's just all about how you want to look at something, how you want to build what you already have with your current circumstance. How are you going to build on that? It's okay. Lessons learned. You're on to your next lesson. We never stop learning lessons in life. It's we have one, we're on to the next. And it looks like it might have to do with travel, like healing, some type of healing situation. I'm sitting on my hair right now, but I don't want it behind me. If you got a family, it is you and your family. Everyone's being blessed, protected. And my hair is super wet. I didn't want it behind me because I didn't want the back of my hair wet because I would get the chill. I would get chills. That's why I was doing that. Right now I put it on my back and it feels like a freaking heating pad, which is weird because it's the complete opposite of what I thought it was actually going to do. So that might be a message for you guys. Like something is going to come in that you thought wouldn't, or something, and it's just going to be the complete opposite. But I think we discussed that in one of the reads in the last 2 weeks. Like something about you think it might be one way, but it's actually going to be completely a different route than you're expecting. I just saw a beautiful orb. I literally, I feel like I have a heating pad on my back. It's fantastic. If you're having a back pain, put some heat on it too, because it's actually soothing. And I didn't have a back pain, but I can feel someone's back pain. Why are you not talking to me? Make sure you're seeing the light at the end of a tunnel if something new comes into your life. But we just talked about that anyway. This is like a completion within a home too. Someone works with Reiki. Like really good at healing. Yeah, so you got the 5 of Ariel, which is the 5 of Pence. So you are going through something on your own, and it's necessary. So don't let your path, don't be like, oh my God, this person belongs on my path, or this situation belongs on my path, because I think right now it's not. Right? So you can create what needs to be created without somebody else in your life, is what this is saying. I also think you're manifesting the 10 of Ariel somehow. That's the 10 of Pence. Well, I mean, you are. It's clear as day. It's here. But under the Magician, it's taking yourself out of an old lesson, putting yourself in a new situation, coming to peace with something. Don't let lack of anything come in between your peace, because it's like you already found it. So this is what I'm saying. It's taking something with the Magician. It's taking something that's current in your life that you may feel like you're lacking, but there's no need, because you're actually not lacking. Strength under peace. Self-confidence and forgiveness. So I don't know if this is saying like you had to cut something out, and right now it is having the strength. What, see, the strength's looking right at this 5 Ariel, like this 5 Pence. Or this is a Leo coming at you that wants peace, but I don't want to I don't want to read like that at all, period, because this is not about, what did I step on? This is about one person, one individual. If somebody comes in, fantastic, but this is, it's more than that. This is yours. This is why certain things are coming into fruition, right? So yeah, I just got up and forgot. Not that I forget this. I need something. I think this is, I can really use a wish right now. Right, this is what that 5 of Ariel is. So let me just try to figure this out. I think you're going to have a hard time forgiving something. or a hard time leaving people behind, because you got a brand new beginning. You're on a new path. Things are going to start coming at you. So I feel like, just had to get rid of that. Hi, Billy. It's just something you got to do on your own. Like, I think there's somebody still coming into the picture, but it's like you still got to make up your own mind, right? Like, just because you have a partner, I was going to say a partner in crime. Just because you have a partner, which to me I chuckled, so I think it's like a playmate, like you have fun together. There's still certain decisions that need to be made on your behalf. And just you gotta move on. It's forgiving. Like, it has to do with your current situation in your life. And you saw your way through something. It's the peace, right? That finding inner peace and strength. So whatever, and there's a massive lesson here too, attached to a lot of other lessons that you've learned. And I think this was a hard one for you because it looks like some of you made a sacrifice that you didn't want to make, but at the end of the day you knew it was best for you. So I hope that makes sense. So whatever it is you're going through, you know, you're gonna be fine. But see, I'm starting to read this as someone else's energy now. So crazy. I actually think this is someone who's coming into your life. Holy shit. It is. Holy shit, Batman. You might be dealing with somebody who likes comic books, or I don't know what you call those, superheroes. Okay, so this just flipped. The story I just told you is still someone's story, or yours, right? But now this is someone who's actually coming at you. So it still makes a lot of sense. See what I'm saying? Like, I read this from you guys' perspective, or like say my perspective, like say this was me and I'm going through all this and I get a wish and it's coming, this is why I deserve it. No, this is actually why the other person deserves it. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, this just is just massive jump, which is beautiful, because I think what this is saying, this person is seeing life just like you are. Wow. Wow. All right. That makes a lot of sense now, because I was really trying to figure out how can you have a new beginning and all this and still be in the Five of Pence energy of you know what I'm saying? But this person needs the strength to come in, ask for forgiveness, have the confidence. So you are dealing, this is somebody from the outside, or this is you. It really depends on who's watching this. Like in my case, this would be the person coming at me. This would not be me. I mean, it'd be me how I originally probably read the story at first, because that's what I thought, that's what they were giving us. But it's funny how they flipped it, because they want you to see that somebody else wants exactly what it is you want. But it's how, with the Magician, that's where they're struggling. And it's ironic, because that's what I touched base on the most, was take what you have now. You know what I mean? Like, create from what you have now. So it looks like the Queen needs to forgive someone. And it's ironic because I'm telling you, this came into my continuation that's now available for you. Okay, so this is beautiful how today's energy is being read and looked at. It really is. So this is still somebody's advice if you need to go towards someone. And you might be dealing with a Leo or an air sign. We got fire and air strong. It could be any sign, but Leo represents compassion, moving for a lot of things, which is what they're asking. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's true. All right. So I'm actually going to clarify with the same deck because I actually don't want to get into the whole tit for tat, whatever's going down with this person, because we've been reading so many stories lately that we already know certain circumstances. I don't want to ruin such a beautiful outlook on something. And it's not what's going on with their life is ruining a situation by any means, but it is holding somebody in a holding pattern right now until they push through. But 5 is a very uncomfortable number to sit in, so it won't be long. It's beautiful. So right now somebody does have to go through this alone. Because they need to really recognize what they have in front of them instead of holding on to the past. You know what I mean, jelly beans? This could be you in two different ways. This could be you in one aspect of your chart, and then the other aspect of your chart, what's holding you back is this. You know what I'm saying? Change can be very hard for somebody, but this is gorgeous. To have this type of opportunity and what I just explained on my board, this just takes strength to overcome and trust. Tell me about the 5 of Pentacles. Because the only thing right now is them realizing they can trust a certain situation, because right now they're self-fulfilling something that's not really the truth behind a situation. It's just they're in a current situation where they're just getting rid of the devil, or just something a situation they've been in for a long time that just no longer serves them. Not that that person necessarily is the devil per se. Yeah, there's ships here with the 3 of Wands. To me, they know it. Okay, someone might be planning something behind the scenes. It is time for them to take the next step. They need to be optimistic. Things are going to work out the way they want them to. But I think because they don't have definitive answers, it's hard for this type of energy to go towards something. Because you're dealing with an energy that likes to have answers and know how something's going to pan out before it happens. And in this scenario, it's not going to pan out the way things usually pan out for them. It's going to pan out in a very positive way, but the steps that are taken for whatever process that they're going through right now, or you, right? It's different than any other step by step they've taken in their life. See what I'm saying? So it's new territory. It's new territory. And when you're in new territory, it does take strength and courage and finding the peace and the truth and trusting. Right? So this is actually coming from another person's perspective now, and what they're going through. So I hope this read helps you. It should. It was a beautiful, beautiful read. Okay. So I might come back if I do it. Because I almost just went into another read, so I'm probably going to go into another read. But it won't be with this, because this read belongs by itself. Okay? So I am being pulled to a particular deck right now, so I'll be back within 10 minutes. And it's just going to be brief, because I got that appointment soon. Maybe like 20 minutes, because I need to get these videos out for you. I want to start pushing them out. Okay? But I will be back briefly. I promise. I don't know why I promised, because I was just kind of like thinking maybe I'll be back. The universe is like, you got one more read. All right, I love you. I don't know what that just was. You know, maybe somebody has dimples. I don't know. I love you.